Hey, hello, welcome. Astro Speed, welcome, man. Good to see you again. Yeah, so I figured today, um, maybe we'll do something a little different. I actually was going to fly this morning, and I hate to say it, I kind of lost motivation, and I was bumped up against something going on this afternoon, and it was going to get rushed, and I don't know, a million excuses, and I didn't go. So I figured I'd do a flight Uh, in the Arrow, again, it'll be a GA flight from Peachtree to Cobb to Augusta, down here in Georgia. And I figured we'd maybe start off by doing some flight planning and just kind of get into VR then. So let's try that. Astro Speed, MSFS won't work for me though. Oh, that stinks. Sorry, man. I hope you get it sorted. So what we're looking at here, so this is ForeFlight, and this is what I use. I mean, this is not a real world tutorial. All those disclosures, don't use this for training purposes, blah, 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 stuff like that. I mean, don't use this for training purposes, because I'm actually not going to cover all the things I do to plan a flight. But I would definitely be doing some serious flight planning for this flight. I mean, we got some weather here. You can see I've got the weather overlay, or the radar overlay turned on in ForeFlight. So we're going from Peachtree to Cobb to Augusta, like I said. First thing I do, what I usually do actually is just to plan out the route. I mean, these are the cleared routes that have been, cleared by ATC in the past, and it looks like, this is the one right here, EATWO to IRQ VOR. They're no, and yeah, we'll update our altitude to 7,000. There are no SIDs at PDK, so we're just going to fly the most cleared route, which is this one, which will take us to the EATWO E2 maybe. Is that E2? You know what? I got corrected by ATC once. It's like E2 and there's E1 somewhere too. Anyway, to this fix, and then to the Collier's VOR, and then to Augusta. What I'd also do is I'd go over here to the, I just use the, it's basically the FAA's, website, aviationweather.gov, for flights in the U.S. And check the weather here. It looks like there are some SIGMETs around our area of flight, but nothing directly, nothing that's going to affect us, I don't think. Although I should probably be looking at the right state. And there are actually some convective SIGMETs that are going to cross our route of flight. In real life, I wouldn't do this flight, but it's the sim, so let's go. TAF in Atlanta. Showers in the vicinity. And then looks like thunderstorms. Rain, broken, cumulonimbus at 2,500. Yeah, so this would get this would probably be a no-go. But like I said, we're in the sim, so we're going to do it anyway. I don't fly out of Georgia much, so forgive my sort of jumping around here. There's PDK, there it is. 1305, broken 16, broken 25. So this is definitely an IFR flight that we would be doing today. And then Augusta is where, well, we could also use the flight path. Yeah, flight. Come on. This. That's a flight I did in real life. So we go, yeah, see, we're going to cut right across the convective SIGMET. So that's, again, real life, it's a no-go. At Augusta, what do we got? 130 at 7, few at 6, broken 12. Showers in the vicinity from 1 o'clock. So we're going to get some weather, but, we'll deal with it. It's the sim, so I'm not too worried about it. So cool. So in general, I mean, that's not all of it, but that's kind of some of the flight planning. I also, now that we're in VATSIM here, or we're in the sim here, I'm gonna take a look at map.vatsim.net to see what kind of coverage we got. Ooh, looks like Nathan. Awesome. So we got center, so we'll get some center coverage. I do Astro Speed. I do. I have a private with an instrument rating on top of that, and I have well, I passed the commercial written, but I never did anything with it. I never sat for the practical. So, WRC, what's up, man? Yo. So we're just talking about some flight planning stuff before we get into the actual flight. Just for this flight from Peachtree to Cobb to Augusta. So just let's take a look at the taxi diagram here. So we're right here. This is Signature Flight Services. So we just paid, I don't know, $9 a gallon for gas, and we're all ready to go. So this is where I've got us parked on the ramp here at PDK. Astro Speed, can't wait to get yours. Yeah, man, just do it. Life's too short. Get it. So let me pop over into Sim Brief, and you guys, I mean, might as well just see how all the sausage is made at this point. I've already got us set up. 1202 Romeo, PDK to Augusta, Charlotte's going to be our alternate. We're in the Piper. An hour and 35-minute flight time, and hopefully that'll be less than that. Departure runway. What's the weather here at PDK? Eesh. It's definitely MVFR 130 at 5. What do they have there? Maybe we'll plan 1.6 at PDK. Oops. Put that away. And then at Augusta, let's see which variable at 4. Why don't we plan 1.7? And then I think the FBO is, I think the GA ramp is here. So we'll plan to park it there. I don't know what FBOs they have there, to be quite honest with you. But I think we'll plan 1.7. The winds are variable. Actually, what is the TAF? Yeah. All right. So they're shifting 120, 130, 120. So I think we'll plan 1.7. It's a nice long runway, which I'll probably need. And we got 1.7 here already planned. Cool. So let's go ahead and generate that flight. This is just standard sim brief stuff. Sorry, I probably should have done this before we started the stream. Prefile. For some reason it's not loading. Oh, this is good. All right, there we go. Sorry, I think you guys can't see this. It popped up on a different screen. Just making sure we got our flight plan set before I submit it off to VATSIM. And okay, so we're all filed. And now I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to pop us over into VR. So just kind of stand by for a second here. I'm going to pop up the moving to VR screen, and hopefully this is going to work. So guys, don't go anywhere. This might take a minute or two. I don't do this transition on streams very often, but just bear with me. Hopefully this will go seamlessly. So just stand by 1 second.
Okay, I think that worked. If anybody's still in the chat, can you let me know if you can see the inside of the arrow here? I think I got that right. According to my phone with Streamlabs up on it, it looks like this should have worked. So, hey Amit, what's going on, man? Hey, it worked. You can see. Awesome. All right, cool. Yeah, Amit, sorry, it was a little bit different today. I started off in 2D and just did a little bit of flight planning for this one. So that y'all could maybe see how some of this is done before we actually do a flight. I didn't do all the things that I would normally do, but I did some of the just kind of the pre-flight stuff with ForeFlight and just checking weather and things like that. And by the way, the weather is not great today here in the Atlanta area. So we'll see what we can get. Let me just get a couple things set up here, guys. That's awesome that you can see it. I'm thrilled that this worked. Let's load up our flight from SimBrief. New flight from SimBrief. PDK to Augusta. Maybe we'll play a little golf while we're in Augusta. I don't think they'll let me on the course. Uh-oh. Make that a little smaller. Let me just write down our clearance because we're going to call up. So it was just E2 to the Colliers VOR IRQ. It was 7,000. So it's pretty simple. Hopefully we'll get that clearance and not have to. Oops, I'm trying to open the. There we go. We want this one. And honestly, the only other one we want is Augusta here. Oops. Let's pull that up. Let's see what they have in terms of approaches. I'm going to pull up the ILS 17, and I'm going to also pull up the two RNAV approaches for 8, just in case we get those. So this will be fun. I'm not sure. I haven't shot too many approaches in real life and also in this in the JustFlight Aero. So that could be fun, and we'll probably get an approach. I think we're going to get. The weather's not going to be nice like it was for yesterday's flight to first flight. So let's put you down there. Rich, what's up, man? Sorry. Yeah. Well, this was sort of a spur of the moment. I was off Discord today. What's going on, man? You missed all the exciting flight planning. All right. Bear with me a second. I got to check something out here. This is not looking. Something's. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I need to. Actually, let's go ahead and pop on. See what we get. Pop over here. Sorry, man. Oh, but you got to talk to Walker and see if you can get the V-Flight Aero ported over. Naples, the Charm, and the bus, not the 7.3. Come on, man. What are you... All right, I'll leave chat there. Frames aren't that great. I think it might be because of the weather, but that's all good. All right, so now that I have an Aero expert in the chat, now I'm going to be nervous. All right, Richie, don't judge me. Don't judge me. This is no judging zone. All right. So, sorry, I got to get situated in the chair here. Still haven't figured out a good way to organize the windows. I'm not going to need VATSIM radio much for this flight, but we're going to leave it there anyway. We'll put you there. We'll put you there. Okay, so just do a little Only a little judging. Come on, man. So starter procedure, just checking circuit breakers are all in. We'll just imagine we already did the walk around outside. So circuit breakers are all checked in. Avionics master switch is off. I hope I reset my control bindings. All right. Something. So that's all good. So, oh, you know one thing we need to do? Something I don't normally have to do in other aircraft, but in this one you do. Yeah, we need some gas. So we'll just take full tanks, full, and my arrow is right about there. So good. Now we got gas. So let's go. So starter procedure is going to be throttle cracked about 1/4 of an inch. Mixer's idle cut off. Props full forward. So we're going to go master switch on. Make sure the fuel tank's on. Go fuel pump on. Mixture full. Fuel pressure. There's fuel flow. 2, 3. Idle cut off. Fuel pump comes off. Make sure our beacon lights are on. Let these guys know what we're doing. Open up our teeny tiny useless window. Clear prop. That guy doesn't seem to care. All right, let's start. It's mixture as it catches. That's good. Oil pressure looks good. So that was a good start. Avionics, come on. Making sure RPMs are about 1,000. And they are. This is good practice for me. I think I said this yesterday that I might fly this morning. That got kind of scrubbed. I may fly tonight. We'll see. You know what I never did? I didn't write down the altimeter. That was stupid. You can get Atlanta's. It's 3008. So let's set that before I forget. It's pretty good. Airport elevation here is what? Just check that. Yeah, about 1,000 feet. So that's good. Cool. Let's call up and get our clearance. Atlanta Center. 2975. Yeah, it is cool. It's cool when it starts up properly. Thanks, Astrospeed. It's always a good thing.
Boeing 396 Heavy is cleared to the Tango Bravo, Papa Bravo Airport to be the Chattanooga 7 departure radar vectors Athens as filed. Maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Squawk 2013.
Just waiting for him to read it back. Oops.
Boeing 396 Heavy, read back correct. 20 call for taxi.
Augusta Regional. Cool.
Giant 33 is with you with Golf, South Cargo.
Let's just
Giant 33 Atlanta Center, squawk 2017.
2017 in a minute, Giant 33.
Atlanta Center, good morning. This is Arrow 1202 Romeo at Peachtree DeKalb. Looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Augusta, please.
.com 545, cross runway 8 left, hold short 8 right.
Cross 8 left, hold short of 8 right, .com 545.
The studio's...
Mike, cross runway 2 and
What's
right.
going on, man?
To the ramp.
Just trying to get our clearance right now.
That, cross runway 21 right, Alpha to the ramp, 6 take on Mike, appreciate your help.
I did mean Atlanta.
KLM 623, descend and maintain 9,000.
I'm actually at PDK though, I'm not at
Maintain
Atlanta.
9,000, KLM 623 heavy.
Delta 1161, cross runway 9 left deck kilo, join limit of the ramp.
First 9 left kilo, join to the ramp,
Giant 33 is radar contact 7 miles to the southwest of the Dublin VOR, descend via the SIS to arrival, runway 9 right, headland altimeter 3008.
SIS 2, 9 right and 3008, Giant 33.
Atlanta Center, good morning. November 1202 Romeo is at Peachtree DeKalb, looking for clearance to Augusta.
I heard you the first time. It's going to be a minute.
Hey, Roger, we'll stand by. All right, Studios, what's going on? Good to see you.
.com 545, RNAV to Ronnie, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Arnie, Roney, and clear for takeoff 8 right, .com 545.
Let's put this in there now. Colliers. That's right.
Number 02 Romeo is cleared to the Augusta airport via radar vectors east 2 as filed. Maintain 3000, expect 7000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 2037.
November 1202 Romeo cleared Augusta via radar vectors E2, then is followed, climb maintain 3000, expecting 7 and 10, 2037 on the squawk.
02 Romeo, read back correct, altimeter 3009, runway 21 right, call for taxi.
09er and 21 right, we'll call you for taxi, 1202 Romeo. 21 right, cool, that's a quick taxi. 2037.
1184, 8 right, taxi via hotel.
Via hotel.
Altitude reporting.
1184, RNAV Herschel, runway 8.
2037. Alright, cool. So that all looks pretty good. Let's
Atlanta Center, Southwest 4391, ready to taxi.
Right. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so let's just check our flight instruments, airspeed, reading 0.
4391, runway 8 right,
AI is set. Altimeter set. Turn coordinator is good. Ball is centered. He gave us 2-1. It's going to be radar vectors.
Okay, that was 3-1, so I don't want to talk to any of you. .com 545, radar contact, say altitude.
This guy's busy.
Passing 2.7, .com 545.
.com 545, clear direct.
Okay, altimeter set, VSI is good.
Up to 240, .com 545.
KLM 623, descend
Squawk is in, flight plan's in, we're in GPS mode, and everything else looks pretty good. So let's
runway 9 right, clear to land.
9 right, clear land.
Put you over there.
Delta 2293, Atlanta Center, runway 8 right, taxi via Echo Hotel, information Tango.
Zoom this in.
Hotel 8 right, Delta 2293.
Ready, and there's another aircraft calling at Atlanta for
we're pretty much ready to go here. So he gave us 2-1 right.
Atlanta Center, American 240, checking flight level 230, count up on work, with stall.
Assuming it's over there. So it's
American 240, Atlanta Center, squawk 2024.
Oh, heads up, guys. Probably should be standing right by my starboard wing there. All right, you need to move. This is going to get ugly. I'm so sorry for your family. All right, I think we missed him. All right, so we cannot cross that line, that second line right there without a clearance. So let's just hold it here. Atlanta Center 1202 Romeo is ready to taxi at the Cobb.
02 Romeo, roger, runway 21 left, taxi via Alpha.
2-1 left via Alpha, 1202 Romeo. All right, you gave us 2-1 left. So
Atlanta Center, Delta 494, we're 1, short of Fox, ready.
Take 2-1 left. I think he gave us 2-1 right, but that's no big deal. I'm not going to call him back.
Echo Short of Hotel.
Echo Short of Hotel.
He's a little busy.
Delta 1184, radar contact, say altitude.
Crossing 3, that's 500.
It's usually a little smoother.
1184, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
In the arrow, this is kind of
360, that's 1184.
kind of choppy.
Super 443.
I'm going the wrong way. Oh my gosh, it's a stutterfest, guys. Sorry about that. Yikes.
Alrighty, anybody on the ground at Atlanta looking for taxi or clearance?
I had a bus try to drive up the West runway in front of my A320 the other day. I gave up waiting for him eventually.
2609 on request. Delta 2293 RNAV partial.
Were you on VATSIM when that happened?
On a partial, clear takeoff 8 right, Delta 2293.
Because that's not good. Give that guy a phone number. You know, set our trims. It needs to be just aft of neutral there. At least it does in my arrow. I don't know. This arrow is a little different. It's an arrow 3. I don't have an arrow 3.
KLM 623, turn right heading 360.
Yeah, sorry, man. I should have given you a heads up that I was going to do this. It was a spur of the moment thing. Fortunately, not.
American
Yeah.
420, radar contact 40 to the northeast of the Meridian VOR. Descend via the gained off to arrival D Atlanta altimeter 3008.
Let's just take it here.
I take a bit for 240 and not 420.
American 420, correction, American 240, yes, my bad.
Descend Gendolf 2, I have Golf, American 240.
KLM 623, turn right heading 070, join the localizer.
Turn right heading 070
he could
and join the localizer.
attempt me to hit up VATSIM, do some circuits over here. Do it, man.
8 right, line up and wait.
Out of my 8 right 40.
We'll actually hold short here of the ILS. It's IMC, so.
804, descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3000, exactly 804.
Center 1202 Romeo is ready to go here. Take it short and on Juliet if possible.
02 Romeo, turn left heading 090, runway 21 left of Romeo, clear for takeoff.
Okay, 21 left Romeo, clear for takeoff. Say again, heading.
090 for 02 Romeo.
09002 Romeo, clear for takeoff. 21 left.
KLM 623.
Alright, so 090.
5 miles from easy, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 9 right approach.
Yes, ILS.
Alright.
09 right approach.
So let's do our lights. Camera, transponder set, action, so fuel pump. Mixtures full rich. Prop full forward.
DGX 400, right when able.
Checking the numbers, there's 2-1 left.
Exiting at
2-1.
ramp, DGX 400.
Alright.
You can go straight into the ramp now.
Smooth apply, full power. Temps and pressures, green. Stay on center line, airspeed, alive.
4391 RNAV Ronnie, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Right, clear for takeoff. That was 4391.
60, rotate.
Delta 9, or correction 494, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
On the way,
A little bit of right rudder. Positive right, gears coming up.
Delta 2293, radar contact the altitude.
Out of 3.3 for Delta 2293.
Pitch a little nose down here.
2293, climb and maintain flight level 340, resume normal speed.
Climb and maintain 340, free speed, Delta 2293.
090. Watch the climb rate. Pitch is hard to control in this airplane.
Jacks offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
So we're off to 090. We're in the panel right now because we're about to enter IMC.
Delta 549, 2 south taxi.
That climb rate is nuts there. I'm not going to touch anything with the prop or the power at this point because we're about to enter IMC. So I'm just focusing on the instruments right now.
02 Romeo, radar contact the altitude.
And 02 Romeo is climbing out of 1800.
02 Romeo, clear direct destination, climb and maintain 5000.
Direct destination, climb, maintain 5000. 02 Romeo. Alright, cool. Whoops.
Minus center, Delta 4241.
Alright, so
possible heading to 277
direct to
Delta
Augusta.
4241, deviation left of course route, approved when able, direct Memphis and advise.
Is that lightning? Oh, it's rain.
Alright, when air direct Memphis and advise, clear for deviation to the left, Delta 4241.
Atlanta Santa KLM 603 heavy, fully established, 09 right.
Be in the
KLM
panel here.
693, runway 9 right, clear to land.
09 right, clear to land, KLM 603 heavy.
Just want to get on a good heading here, and then we'll engage. Look at that. See, I cannot trim this thing right. That we don't usually climb it.
Delta 5564, runway 9 left, Mike
2,000 feet per minute. There we go.
Delta 494.
5,000.
Clear for takeoff 8 right, 4946.
Southwest 4391.
Let's go ahead and just engage the heading bug for now.
3.7 for 10,000.
Correction, Southwest 4391, calling maintain flight level 370.
Look at that. See that BSI going nuts there? I cannot trim this airplane. Save my life. It's not like this in real life. PM, what's up, man? Is that you controlling?
396, runway 20, taxi Alpha.
I didn't check the controller names.
Runway 33.
Alright, so now let's try this. Let's go nav mode.
Oh, they're Boeing 396, my bad, runway 20, taxi Bravo.
Be a Bravo 20,
Alright, so we're cleared up to 5,000. Let's pull the prop back a little bit now that we're a little bit set. 2,500. Leaving the manifold pressure in. Lean the mixture a little bit in the climb. Let's keep the climb coming though. Airspeed's good. This is a pretty good example of a takeoff directly into IMC, to be honest with you. Trying to keep that climb coming here.
Delta 549, runway 9 left Mike 2, line up one-way traffic north side crosses your path.
left 9 left Mike 2, Delta.
Nice. A little bit of rain.
Delta 494, radar contact, altitude.
Delta 2000.
Yeah, the weather was forecast to be pretty crappy, and I think we're definitely experiencing some pretty accurate depictions of what the weather is probably like. It's, honestly, like I said before, I wouldn't make this flight in real life. Come on, why are we not climbing? Trim is, I keep saying it, trim in this thing is just, it's not right. It's so hard to trim out. The real Aero, I mean, you set the trim and it just flies itself.
Atlanta Center, Delta 3710, 2 south of Tango, ready for taxi.
Delta 3710, runway 9 left Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
9 left via Mike 2, Delta 3710.
Alright, we can do some pre-cruise checks here. That can come off.
Landing light
can come off.
Delta 2564, runway 9 left Mike 2.
Yeah, we're getting some nice turbulence too, flying through these cumulonimbus. Probably wouldn't do this in real life. Oh man, ETA, it's about an hour flight, Richie.
179 with you, flight level 380, 26 miles southwest of the Greensboro VOR.
It's about an hour flight.
Canadian Express 179, Atlanta Center, Squawk 2022.
Real time, real weather. Hey, thanks somebody for the, I think that's a sub. Thanks, man. I can't see any subscriptions in the chat or in VR, unfortunately. Alright, we're 200 to go to 5.
Aircan 1001, runway 18 center.
100 to go. Looking good. Man, this is solid IMC, huh? It's 100 to go here.
Delta 593, flight over 360.
And what we'll do is arm the altitude hold feature of this aircraft. Let's pretend it's an optional feature that was installed. Auto control does not have this.
Southwest 1580 at 3 north, taxi
Whoops,
8 right.
I think I just disarmed it. Come on.
KLM 653, heavy hold short, runway 9 left kilo.
I'm really fighting the trim, guys.
09 left at Kilo KLM 653 heavy.
Okay. What's going on here? Sorry, I'm just trying to level this off here.
Delta 593, flight over 360.
Get a little bit OCD with being off by 50 feet. That's not a
Delta 593, Atlanta Center.
that's not a commercial
2057.
altitude hold there.
2057, Delta 593.
Hold ourselves to commercial pilot standards here.
Affirmative, my top of descent is another 5 miles.
Alrighty. Giant 33 to
That should have.
Leaving 12 for 3, Giant 33. Out of 549, out of 4,000 for 10,000 on jack.
There. Altitude hold.
Delta 549,
I think we got it.
Squawk 2073, climbing maintain flight level 230.
Alright. Sorry about that.
Okay, Squawk 2073.
Let's go ahead and pull the prop back.
230.549.
Cruise 2400 RPM.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 1580 with you, Atlanta.
Pull the manifold pressure back, square it off at 2424. Let's go ahead and lean the mixture out.
Taxi gate right via
It's a little
Echo
touchy. There we go. 10 gallons an hour. All right. By the book.
Boeing 396, fly runway heading.
I did choose some rancid weather, Rich, man. I mean, this is some soup right here. All right.
Maintain 3,000.
Now we're direct destination, so that's nice.
K1623 heavy cross runway 99.
Rightfully so. Just wanted to kind of get rid of us for a little while. It's busy in Atlanta here.
Cross 09 left and into the ramp.
Epic visuals though, as usual.
Delta 2564, radar contact to altitude.
3,400, Delta 2564.
Delta 2564, climb maintain flight level 330.
38 Delta 2564.
We'll accept
Delta
the
549, climb maintain flight level 310.
we'll accept the altitude deviations to 100 feet since we're flying through some
1580 RNAV, Ronnie runway
kind of gnarly updrafts here, I would imagine. So we're not going to fight the trim and the yoke. Try to maintain exactly 5,000 in this kind of weather. Wouldn't do that in real life. You can accept some deviations, and ATC is not going to yell at you for that.
Atlanta Center, squawk 2067.
Alright, let's get rid of this.
Delta 593 is radar contact 5 West Montgomery, descend via the Gandalf 2 arrival, altimeter 3008. Same like the Gandalf 2 arrival, Delta 593.
Let's
Delta 966 radar contact 8 to the north of Montgomery VOR, descend via the Gandalf 2 arrival, altimeter 3008.
so this is kind of cool if I type
Delta 4241 contact Memphis 133.65.
2365, Delta 4241.
type Augusta, type hit this weather icon and hit send.
Delta 3710 on F grid, throwing on left flank 2, clear for takeoff.
No, it's not going to give me the weather. It's alright, I got it on my phone. And by the way, we need to... Okay, so we're on the left tank. Once that gets down to about 20, we'll switch tanks. Let me get my phone out, guys. Sorry, real quick.
Out of 4 for 5,000 on the Chattanooga 7 departure.
Does the stream still look okay? I feel like I just hit something on my phone.
Clear direct correction, clear direct to Athens.
Direct to Athens up to flight level 23.
Can you guys still see the... Did anything happen with the stream? Anybody?
We're 7-1 here for a 10. Sure.
Let me know in chat if you can still see the stream okay.
Delta 2301 requesting RFR clearance to Miami International Airport.
American 1001, verify your squawk 2037. .com 545, contact Memphis 13365.
Over to Memphis Center, .com 545.
Alright, weather's variable at 4.
River 517, Tango Whiskey is with you. Sorry we were connected.
Cool, thanks guys.
We're on the Morgan 3.
So,
Number 517,
let's take a look at this.
2076.
2076.
Based on our direction of flight,
Romeo climb maintain 7000.
7000 02 Romeo. Alright, cool.
Atlanta Center, west wind 1829.
Oh. Go up to 7.
Yes, sir. I'm at Kilo Victor Delta India on the bottom south of your airspace.
Yeah, lag. Yeah, the messaging is lagging for sure. I think it's just because of the, Streamlabs.
1829, I don't control that airport.
There is a couple of second lag between what I'm seeing and then what you're seeing.
I wanted the squawk code.
Cuzzer, what's up?
I need one.
Damn it, why? Damn it for this weather? Yeah, I agree.
Are you 20 southwest?
Oh. You probably don't get notifications because I'm not a very good streamer. I'm not sure I have things set up for you to get notifications.
West wind 1829.
So I gotta figure that stuff out.
2301.
This was also kind of a spur of the moment thing. It tends to be spur of the moment with me. Maybe I'll schedule something one day.
Requesting clearance, stand by. Other aircraft calling with you.
Let's get up to 7 and then we'll do some...
Delta 549 traffic, 12 o'clock, 5 miles, 16,500, climbing, same direction, in A321.
Delta 549, look.
Delta 549, do not exceed 280 knots in the climb.
We've just been in pretty much solid, either solid or in and out of some solid IMC the whole flight, so Cosra, you didn't miss much. Just some flight planning to start things off.
494. Delta 494, maintain 300 knots or greater.
300 knots for radar for now.
There's 6 for 7. Again, fighting with the trim.
Santa KLM 623 heavy on blocks, it looks like Echo 8.
Watching the airspeed, we don't want to get too slow in the climb here.
Radar 070 to join.
This thing climbs like a pig.
Delta 593, reduce speed to 250.
Reduce speed to 250, Delta 593.
Delta 9966, reduce speed 250.
Speed to 50, Delta 9966.
Genix, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for popping on board. Just flying from Peachtree to Cobb outside of Atlanta to Augusta. And some nasty weather, that's for sure. We just got cleared up to 7. So we're just trying to get up there now, and then we'll
Southwest 1580, radar contact.
take a look at some possible approaches.
Sorry, was that for Southwest 1580?
Southwest 1580, affirmative, radar contact.
We still have 96 miles to run.
Climb to 190, Southwest 1580. Minus center, Southwest 4391. Can we step away for about 10 minutes?
Oh.
Southwest 4391.
Yeah, weather is kind of bad, man.
Before
Alright,
Southwest 49.
we're almost at 7 here, 100 to go.
Good afternoon, Sonar Delta 1794 at Atlanta. We have ADC and rear rate push Tango 7.
Going 396, climb, maintain flight level 410.
Climb 410, Boeing 396.
Delta 494, transition Mach 0.78 or
Getting
greater.
to 7,000 here slowly. Come on. This is a good cruise altitude. Maybe we can get above some of the lower clouds.
78 left, settle up.
Alright.
7 Tango Whiskey.
Let's hold it there.
45 miles to the southeast of the Atlanta airport. Descend and maintain 1.
Okay, so
7,000, 7 Tango.
let's clear that. Let me look at the weather again here in Augusta on my phone. We've got variable at 4. This is
American 240, runway 9 right, about you have Gulf.
I have Golf for 9 right, American 240.
3009 is the altimeter, and that's actually what we have set now. So actually, we get 3008. There we go.
Delta 3710, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Up to 380, that's 3710.
And winds are variable.
Center Delta 2609 with Tango.
So I think 8 would be a good thing to expect here.
Delta 2609, 9 left, Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
Taxi 9 left, Mike 2, Mike via Mike.
It's the airport elevation here in Augusta. Pretty much sea level, so 7,000 feet. We want to get down. It's pretty much 0, so 7 times 5.
FedEx 505, clear direct Snappy, cross Snappy at about 3,400.
So about 35 miles. It's going to be our TOD point. Estimate. I want to start down at 35.
Clear direct Snappy for the straight in ILS.
35 miles outside.
Copy, happy straight in for island.
Doorbell just rang. I'm just going to let it go.
American 1001, radar contact to altitude.
Passing 2500, American 1001.
It's one of my daughter's friends, but she's out of the house right now, so we'll let that go.
Up to 230.
Sorry, man, I don't know. I can't read Russian, sorry.
Giant 33, 4 miles from Easy Clear ILS from 9 right approach.
Somebody's going to have to translate that.
For the 9 right, Giant 33.
Tried out OpenTrack's pretty good, except when you zoom in too much and look at the instruments, the camera glitches. So trying to fix that. Cool, man. Yeah, you were mentioning that. It's like a track IR alternative. That's awesome.
American 240, maintain 250 knots for now.
250 knots, we're slowing up right now. Thanks.
Let's go outside real quick. That's nice.
Mer 7 Tango Whiskey, advise you have the weather and NOTAM for the Cobb County Airport safe approach request.
We have the weather, and can we get the VOR DME for runway 9?
7 Tango Whiskey, Roger, you can expect that. Are you looking for it from Tippy or from Rome?
50.
You can expect that.
Thanks.
Alright, I think we'll try runway 8 since the winds are variable.
Giant 33, wind 1407, runway 9 right, clear to land.
9 right, clear to land. Giant 33.
Anybody looking for a clearance on this?
Weather should actually clear up once we get closer to Augusta.
American 96, correction, 9966, clear
Augusta
direct,
right now, the real weather is saying view at 6,500, winds variable. So, weather should clear up as we go west.
Delta 9966.
Smooth,
Delta 9966, 9 right, when
smooth
able to
track,
ride,
interesting.
5,000, then reduce speed to 210.
I haven't used a head tracker. Obviously, ever since I got VR, I just don't. I haven't tried a head tracker in a while. I don't think we're going to need much of VATSIM radio.
Delta 1181, contact Memphis 13365.
Let's put you here.
Over to Memphis,
Have we switched tanks? We have not. So let's do that. So let's go.
Still down to.
There are some NDBs. I know that guy requested an NDB approach. Good for him. That's. I'm not trying that in VR. I don't do them in real life. Alright, so fuel pump on. Verify fuel pressure and fuel flow. Right tank.
Delta 418.
Fuel flow is good. Fuel pressure is good. It's off. And now we're off the right tank, and we'll be good with that for the remainder of the flight. It should clear up a little bit as we get closer to Augusta if the weather is as forecast, and we're real weather, real time. I think. Yeah, real weather, real time. Whoops. Right.
Down to 5,000 and then back to 210 knots.
It's funny when I set real time to start the flight, it somehow doesn't keep the setting. I don't know why. You have loads in the UK still too, yeah. Sometimes there's a practice approach that I fly, but it's a VOR approach. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Gosh, the sim is beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. That is epic. Pretty darn realistic right there.
Semi-discretion 240, Delta 2523.
You guys think X-Plane's going to be able to generate this kind of scenery and weather and depict the real world like this does? I don't know. I think maybe not. We'll see. Just keep waiting for the METAR to flip here at PDK. Okay, it did.
Delta 1580 cross Davo at maintain 1000.
Now it's 130 at 8.
3013 more than 1 hour old.
You at 3100, 130 at 8. So I think we'd want.
Southwest 1580 Atlanta.
Southwest 1580, go ahead, sorry.
I think we want to try.
1580 Davo at maintain 1000, altimeter 3013 more than 1 hour old.
Descend to 11,000 and I'll recheck the altimeter. Southwest 1580.
17 here.
West wind 1829 jacks offline, radar service terminated for change cruise.
Over to 122.
Actually, I think the straight in. I think we'll still stick with the RNAV. Oh, there we go. Fully broken out. Excellent. We can almost go visual. Yeah, 130 at 8. I mean, it's kind of 8 or 17. It's either a 4 knot or a 5 knot crosswind, right?
Yeah, 33, Romeo to the ramp.
I'll take a 5 knot crosswind for runway 8.
7 Tango Whiskey, descend and maintain 5,000.
Causing the glitches of the Z-axis. It goes crazy whenever you zoom in at a specific angle. Oh. That sounds like something you could sort out, though. Atlanta Center, November 1202 Romeo.
1202 Romeo.
Just want to put in our approach request for the RNAV Zulu for runway 8 at Augusta.
Delta 1724, ready to taxi, runway 08 right, Atlanta.
FedEx 505, window available, runway, correction, runway 24, clear to land.
Just want to get, because he'll give us maybe direct.
For taxi to 2.
Delta
He might just give us direct to like one of the IAFs, and then it makes his workload a lot easier too.
Sorry, we would like to take 8 right.
Delta 1724, good, 180 in the ramp, 9 left, Mike 2. Delta 2609, radar contact, CL2.
Passing through 4,000.
Beautiful.
Delta 2609.
Delta 2609, climb, maintain flight level 350.
Climb, maintain flight level 350, Delta 2609.
Delta, correction, American 240, cross easy at 3000, cleared ILS, runway 9 right approach, 180 knots or greater, till
Vaguely sick making too. Oh, the that open track. The open track makes you a little bit sick.
Delta 1724, I don't understand why we are taking the south runway and we are going to the north. But
Delta
we'll make
494, radar
it
contact
180 and
great
go
Delta
to 9
Delta 15, correction, 1724, you're on an east departure, runway 9 left.
9 left, roger.
Looking good, everything. Oh, you know what? Why don't we have manifold
Delta
pressure pull
9966,
in?
cross easy,
No,
at or
it's
above
only off by
5000,
about a
clear
touch.
ILS, runway 9 right approach, maintain 180 knots till Bernie.
Easy at or above 5,000, clear ILS, runway 9 right, and speed 1, stay in speed until Bernie, Delta 9966.
Delta 9966, 180 knots till Bernie.
180 knots till Bernie.
Fuel's looking good. Temps, pressure's good. Everything's looking good here.
Start easy, descend and maintain 5,000,
This
Delta
is the-
593.
I think the gear extender, I have this disabled in my Aero. It's STC removed in my aircraft. The auto gear extender.
494.
So I don't have that light.
494.
Let's put a piece of tape over it.
Delta 920, Atlanta Center, welcome.
An IR tracker, they may not be visible to the cam when you look too far down. Oh yeah, if you're using a webcam.
Free speed again, or 210?
I guess it's an okay alternative to Track IR if you don't have it.
Delta 593,
Track IR worked pretty well for me. I had a 3 monitor setup before I got VR for X-Plane. It seemed to work pretty well.
Increase a little bit, or would you have to maintain 210?
Delta 593, 210, please.
Roger,
Ugh,
210.
ground speed's only 127 knots.
Normal speed.
That's
Normal speed, Delta 540.
kind of slow. The Aero 3 is actually slower than the Aero that I have.
Delta 2564,
It's a little bit, I believe it's a little heavier. I know it's a little longer and the wing is different. The wing on the 69 Aero is a Hershey bar wing. This one's different leading edge.
Delta 2523, cross Glavin at maintain 12,000.
Open track and AI track, yeah, I don't know.
Glavin at 10,250 knots, Delta 593.
Delta 2523, 12,250.
12,250 knots at Glavin, Delta 593.
Roger 2620 on request.
Still got 68 miles to run here.
Delta 1965.
So here's an issue I have with this PMS 50 GTN 750 is if I go here and I try to load an approach, it will not load it. It will actually activate it. So I want like RNAV Zulu 8. Hey, great.
15, correction 1965 radar contact 40 to the southeast of the Devil and VLR, welcome.
Thanks, Delta 1965.
It will send me directly, it will put me, it'll activate the approach basically, which is irritating.
Allegiant 943, Atlanta Center radar contact, squawk 2034.
2034, 943.
Gear warning light is doing that early.
Clear direct to Wobass, descend and maintain, correction, descend positive, discretion maintain 3000.
Direct Wobass, my discretion down to 3000, 1202 Romeo, thanks. All right, cool. So let's load the approach.
Taxi to runway 09 left. American 240, runway 90 right, clear to land.
Cleared to land, 9 right, American 240.
Delta 590.
Then it's in the southwest 1580. I'm about 20 miles from the field, still 11,000.
So we'll go ahead and go. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's go heading mode.
Left 9 left approach, correction 9 right approach. Cross easy at 5,000, cleared out of this 9 right approach, Delta 593.
Load the approach.
1724 on Appalachian, 9 left, clear for takeoff.
9 left, clear to takeoff, Delta 1724.
Other aircraft calling in answer to that.
Alright, so that's great. Now let's go direct.
I'm about 20 miles from the field, still 11,000.
Wobos.
Southwest 1580, descend and maintain 3,000, take approach request.
Alright, that worked okay. So let's go back to nav mode.
3000. I was looking for the RNAV runway 4.
Southwest 1580, are you able to direct?
So we need to lose. Alright, we're at 7. And we need to lose. We want to go down to 4, so we need to lose 3.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Delta 1574 underground Atlanta information uniform, going to collect the rally. Delta 1574.
They gave us 3,000 feet. So we're at 7,000, and we need to get down to 3,000. We need to lose 4,000 feet. So 20 miles before Wobos will start down.
I'm actually headed direct at Zodbeat, but I won't be able to make it on the altitude.
It's so hot today. Yeah, it's, here isn't too bad. I think the heat kind of broke here.
You can turn in the hold and report at 3,000.
Sorry, you got to go do some stuff. Yeah, man, I know. We've been talking about a shared flight for probably a year now. But yeah, I know, man. I got to get shared cockpit or whatever that thing is. But yeah. Ron, yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. We are on our way to Augusta right now. Flying through some gnarly weather. Actually, this weather got a lot better. And yeah, we're on our way to Wobos on the RNAV Zulu for runway 8 into Augusta. Popping in and out of IMC here the whole way. Ground contact now. I'm not sure I'd want to be flying through some of these build-ups in real life. Like I said earlier in the stream when we were doing the flight planning, this is a flight I would not do in real life. But, I mean, we're flying through some convective segment boxes right now. My personal minimum is that's a no-go. WRC, what's up, man? I think you joined at a good time. See if we can get this thing down.
2,600.
Delta 1724, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain 350, Delta 1724.
Calling for taxi at Atlanta with 2. Alrighty, Delta 1965, descend via the 6-2 arrival to Atlanta altitude 3007.
So we got to send at our discretion to 3. We're waiting till about 20 miles from Wobos, and then we'll start down. So give us a good 500 feet per minute descent rate. I'd like to get out of IMC here. It's funny, in VR, it kind of makes you clench a little bit like it does in real life. Yeah, that's our destination. Can't see the GPS very well. Yeah, I'll try to go in here. So, Augusta is our destination. Uh-oh. And Wobos is the fix that we got direct to, and that's one of the fixes here on the RNAV Zulu for runway 8. So, go back to the flight plan. You can see it. So we're going to Wobos direct. So we got 40 miles to go to that fix. I want to start down. We got cleared down to 3, so I need to lose 4,000 feet of altitude. So I use the rule of 5. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 miles prior to this fix, I want to start down. And then it's going to be Wonil at 2. And then Ganray is the FAF at 2,000. So This one's is at 2 at Wobos, but
4,000, we have to be at 4,000 at EV for the ILS.
Delta 593, descend and maintain 3,000.
So maintain 3,000, Delta 593.
actually, I think what we'll do is we'll start down about 30 miles prior to Wobos, because he's probably going to want us at 2 at Wobos. So in another 8 miles, we'll start our descent. Yeah, sorry if it's a little blurry on the stream. I think just the way the live stream works in VR when he's not streaming at 1080. I've got all the settings set for like 1080 and 60 FPS, but Streamlabs doesn't do a very good job in my opinion. Alright, can be your first descent in one of these streams. Alright, cool. Well, we're going to do it real world procedures. I mean, I already did the poor man's VNAV calc. Again, 7,000 feet. We want to get down to 3. That's 4. 4 times 5 is 20 miles.
Delta 593, runway 9, right, clear to land number 2.
Like I said, I think we'll start down about 25 miles. So we get to 3,000 just before Wobos.
Runway 8 left.
Because I think he's going to want us at 2 at Wobos.
Delta 5523, clear direct JT across JT at about 5,000, cleared ILS runway 8 left approach.
So yeah, the descent onto the approach is pretty much how I'd fly it in real life.
17 whiskey, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000 per
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 943, approach.
This controller's doing an amazing job, by the way. I mean, he's done a good thing. He's got me now direct to a fix on the approach, so he doesn't need to worry about giving me vectors. That's why I requested the RNAV.
Allegiant 943, I'll get back to you.
And then he can probably just clear us for the approach and probably for landing clearance pretty quickly, and then he'll be done with us, so that's good. Just checking the weather real quick here. Yeah, 130 at 8. So we're going to have a right crosswind. Not a bad one, but we'll have a right crosswind.
Southwest 4790, runway 9 left, Mike 2, Mike 2.
More IMC. Boy, this, I'll be logging a lot of actual in this flight in real life, and also be sweating.
Follow the American cross runway 9 left to the ramp and Delta 99.
You know what, let's go ahead and drop down.
Hawker 2620, runway heading, runway 1 center clear.
We'll do it at 30 miles. I'm getting a little impatient. I want to get out of these clouds. We set our discretion down to 3, so. How's our fuel looking? Fuel's good. We're going to stay on the right tank.
Clear to land, runway 4.
Hey, firm.
So we're looking good.
Center Delta 2381 with Tango, just confirm you have us in sequence for clearance.
Delta 2381, affirmative.
I tell you, these clouds are just epic. I mean, it is ridiculously realistic looking.
Good afternoon, Atlanta
Nothing to see here.
Check for Delta 932.
555.
Roger, 555.
Let me get another sip of this water before we get real busy here.
498, Houston offline radar service terminate, frequency change approved.
Change approved, Lufthansa 49, thank you for the bye-bye.
Yeah. Boeing 396, Jacks offline radar service terminate, frequency change approved.
Boeing 396.
This is actually really good practice for me.
2 Romeo cross. Inspection maintain 3,000 until established, cleared RNAV Zulu runway 8 approach.
3,000 until established, cleared RNAV Zulu runway 8, 1202.
7 Tango Whiskey turn left heading.
Alright, well that was good. So now he got rid of us, which is good for him. I mean, that's the right thing to do.
Delta 494, Washington offline radar service terminate, frequency change approved.
So established on the approach means once we're on the approach at any one of these fixes, we're established and we're cleared to the altitudes depicted on the approach plate. So that's good. All right, let's
aircraft calling for clearance is on request.
Let's go down. So
we're
going to reduce power. We'll disengage the. We're going to disengage the altitude hold. We're going to leave us in nav mode, which is good.
Atlanta Center.
And we're going to try to maintain a 500 feet per minute descent rate. Down to 3. So he gave us 3,000 till established. So once we get to Wobos at 3, we can start down to 2.
The Planet Center, Southwest 1580, request taxi to the ramp.
So it's a little bit difficult to maintain 500 feet per minute for some reason in this plane. It really should, once you pull the power to about 20 inches of manifold pressure and get it trimmed, it should just go down at 500 feet per minute. I'm having to manipulate the yoke. It's actually not terrible here.
Walker 262350.
350.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
So I wasn't looking outside, to be honest. Since we were in IMC, I was sort of going back to my scan. So
Unicom, can you express 179? Thanks. Have a good day.
now we can start looking outside a little bit. At ground contact. This is guys. I said it on that last stream we did in the Aero at the first flight. This is absolutely an accurate depiction of what this is like flying in this kind of weather, single pilot IFR in a small airplane. I mean, this is absolutely the real deal.
Delta 593, cross runway 9 left.
And I'll say it again, I know in Flight Simulator the flight model isn't as good as X-Plane, but in terms of how this looks and sort of feels weather-wise, IMC-wise, and how you have to basically stay in the panel scanning, I can't get that with X-Plane, and I hope X-Plane 12 will give it to us, because I love a sim that has accurate environmental depiction as well as a good flight model. So that's the hope for X-Plane.
Delta 549, Washington offline radar service terminated.
5,800 for 3. We got 24 miles to go to our fix, so we're looking really good here. And yeah, we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be we'll be visual, which is good. Would have been nice to shoot an approach, maybe to some low, maybe to minimums, but actually we should. So we'll do our 5As, do our approach checklist. That's the 5As. ATIS, good. We got that. We got the weather. Altimeter set. Avionics are set. Approach briefing. RNAV Zulu runway 8.
7 Tango Whiskey, no traffic observed between you and the airport. Radar
Trying to keep it coming down while we do this. Maybe we'll do this. So RNAV Zulu for runway 8 is being cleared. Direct Wobos at 3,000, and then clear for the approach. Final approach course 082.
620 radar service terminated for exchange approved.
We'll see you.
Agent
082.
radar service terminated for exchange approved.
Have a good one.
See you, Delta 1965 radar service terminated for exchange approved.
So it's going to be Wobos, Wonil, Gonray,
02
date.
no traffic observed between you and the airport. Radar service terminated for exchange approved.
Over to Unicom for November 1202 Romeo. Thanks for the service today. Okay.
The American 11,
so
Christian 14,
we can go to Unicom.
Exchange approved.
Catch you next time, American 1411, yeah.
Let's go ahead and just switch over. Back onto the approach briefing. Final approach fix, 2,000 at Gonray, and then we can go all the way down. I'm not sure if it's going to give us guidance on here or not. In my Aero, I get full RNAV guidance on my HSI, on my EFD rather. This is an LPV approach. Let's say we are LPV capable. This GPS is capable of that. So 670 feet is our DA, our missed approach. And then missed approach procedure. Climb 2,000, climb a right turn, 2,000 direct back to Hepig, and we'll hold there. So, approach briefing complete. Approach checks coming up. So, still looking good. Let's enrich in the mixture a little bit in the climb, pull the power a little bit, in the descent rather, in the climb. Oops, I don't have a 750 unfortunately in the Aero, so good. $17 miles to that descent rate though. 17 miles to Wonil. We only have another 1,000 to lose here, so we're fine. And we're on Unicom. Sorry about this here. Jeez. Keep the descent rate from killing us. We absolutely don't need that right now. $800 to go. And then we'll level off at 3. Had to do something, you're back. Alright, cool, welcome back. I think you came back for the right part. Just getting down to 3,000. I mean, he kicked us over to Unicom, so we can pretty much do what we want at this point, but we will follow the approach. Yeah, there's still some low clouds down there at Augusta, so this is good practice. Beautiful. Scenery looks great. Weather looks great. Planes flying great. What more could you ask for? $300 to go. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, 200 to go. $100 to go. I'm going to level off at 3. Autopilot failure. Go ahead and hold it right here at 3 for now. No autopilot failure. Not like into LAX. This autopilot's behaving itself. And we're looking good. Famous last words, right? Probably be holding altitude a little bit better here, but that's all right. We'll pretend like we've got some updrafts that are kind of kicking us around. Let's actually put you over here and put you over here where I can see you. In real life, I've got all this on an iPad mini mounted to the yoke, so it's just a quick glance down. Oh, I asked what more could I ask for? Yeah. An autopilot failure is something I'm not asking for here. So far, this has been a pretty textbook flight, to be honest. This is kind of a real world. This has mimicked real world procedures pretty much, including a lot of the flight planning. I would have done a little bit more in-depth flight planning, and like I said before, I would have scrubbed this flight all day long. All right, we're not at 3,000. Let's just, that altitude hold is not doing what I want it to do, so. All right, we're still in nav mode, which is good. At this point, I'd probably flip on my landing light since we have an LED landing light. I don't need to worry about it burning out. It's for situational awareness for other aircraft, for visibility. This is looking good. I'm anxious to see how the HSI is going to, whether or not the HSI is going to give us vertical guidance. I like the ground speed, 134 knots. That's more like it. So yeah, we're looking good. Famous last words. I gotta stop saying that. Every time I say we're looking good, we're all of a sudden become not looking good. End up either not spotting the airport or airplane goes right when I want it to go left. I don't know. A little bumpy. I think I see the airport off in the distance there. Watch that descent rate. I want to be around 3,000. I want to be at 3,000, not around 3,000. Again, we hold ourselves to commercial pilot standards here. These are the jokes, people. It's starting to get kicked around a little bit, of course, as we approach our destination. This is typical Microsoft Flight Simulator now. I was singing its praises earlier, and now I'm going to go ahead and bash its depiction of turbulence and ground effect. So get ready for that. Here come the excuses, people. Alright, almost to Wobos, and then it's going to be a right turn to Wonil. Who names these things? I'm going to start slowing it down a little bit too here. We do not need to be trucking in there at such a high rate of speed, and the mixture is, look at that, mixture is kind of, we'll just leave it full rich. Okay, once we cross Wonil, we can start down to 2,000 feet. I think that's the airport there off to the 10 o'clock. Should be starting that right turn any minute now. Come on. All right. Maybe it's got the turn anticipation. It looks like we're going to get guidance here. That's nice. Okay. Should start that right turn any minute now. There we go. And we can go down to 2,000 feet at Wonil. So we'll let it come down. And we're going to be visual, so that's nice. So we got that going for us. Pull some power out here. Gas is looking good, tanks are balanced. Watch the descent rate. 500 feet per minute, please. Yeah, there's 25 for 2. Hey Buzz, what's up? Just in time for the Arnav Zulu runway 8 approach into Augusta. We were in IMC for most of this flight, and we broke out at the right time. Alright, so it's Wonil at 2, and then all the way to Ganray, and at Ganray we start our nice stabilized descent. There's 22 for 2. My day's good, man. Just a little quick, what I thought was going to be a quick flight in the Aero, and then some stuff to do with my kid, and meeting my kid and my wife later on around 3 o'clock. I got to go do some kid sports related stuff, and then I may take an evening flight. I said that before, and I never did it. but I think I might try to get up in the actual air this evening. My partner took a quick flight this morning with some of his neighbors, and he took the plane to Ohio and back, so he's been flying a lot, which is awesome. He keeps the plane flying, but I haven't flown in a week, so I need to get up, and the weather's supposed to get kind of crappy here tomorrow. So, all right, we need to maintain 2,000 feet. Let's see if we can get this to do the job for us. Reduce some of our workload, use the automation if it doesn't try to kill us. Looks like it's doing pretty good. How's your day, man? I should have asked. How's your day going? Doing any simming today? Looks like we got some guidance here on the CDI, which is nice. All right, getting ready for a left turn to Gonray. Gonray is going to be our FAF, and then once we get to Gonray, we start down. And we should see our CDI start to give us some good guidance. So let's get ready for that left turn now. Come on. It wants to. I know you want to. Let's go. Good, man. Glad it's going good. Just a nice Sunday. We got here in the States, tomorrow's a holiday, so we got all right, going to apply some back pressure now because it's going to want to descend. And we're going to go ahead and turn this off. It's going to want to descend, and we can't start down from 2,000 until we get to Gonray. So, oh, I don't want to climb either. Shouldn't be climbing in the turn. Oh. Alright, power settings look good. Everything's looking good. Yeah, so tomorrow's a holiday. So, man, I may try to find some ATC later tonight. Do a flight. I don't have to do anything tomorrow morning for sure. Tomorrow morning, the weather here is supposed to be lousy, so. Although tomorrow, I think I am taking my daughter to a golf. She's playing golf with some of her friends, so I think I'm going to be doing that tomorrow during the day if it's not raining. If it's raining too hard, it's just a fun match for her. So if it's raining, I'm going to scrub it. She hates playing in the rain. As do I. Speaking of golf, Augusta, right? Whew, come on. Wish I could play golf at Augusta. I don't think they'd let me near the clubhouse. Looking good. It's our speed. Our speed's kind of all over the place, but it's good. Now, when we get a little bit closer to the FAF, we'll chuck out the gear. Get about 2 miles from the FAF. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start to get configured. No need to rush it. Actually, we're on Unicom, so Augusta traffic, Aero 1202 Romeo is 10 miles to the west. Going to be inbound runway 8. Going to be a full stop at Augusta. Nobody cares. Good practice, though. Sometimes I forget to make those radio calls when I'm on an IFR flight plan to an untowered field. Now, Augusta's towered, for sure. I think it's Class Charlie. Yeah. So I've not flown an RNAV approach with this aircraft, so I'm not sure where we're going to get the guidance. I mean, it looks like the CDI, but it'd be nice to get it on the HSI as well. So we'll see. All right, there's 2.5 miles. We want to stay at 2,000 though. Speed checks, gear down. Approach speed in this airplane is 90 knots. So let's see. Oh. Now we're descending because we threw the gear out. We need to apply some back pressure. All right, there's flaps 1. So we're configured for approach, and we're 100 feet low. That's all right. I want to be at 90 knots, which is, yeah, we're right there. Although we need to stay at 2,000 feet. Why am I finding it so hard here? Yo, JB Gaming, what's up? How do I wear VR for so long? I have a pretty comfortable head strap, to be honest, so it's not too bad. There's the airport ahead of us, so we're visual, but we'll follow the guidance anyway if we get it. 90 knots. This is really good. All right, we can start down. Let's power back here. It looks like we're going to get the guidance here on the CDI. Alright, and the date we want to be at 1,080 feet. So we need to come down. Let's go. 90 knots, looking good. Oh, you're streaming? Cool, man. I'll check your stuff out. Can you put a link like in a comment or something like that? I guess I could just go to JB Gaming and get you. Alright. So date we want to be at 1,080 feet, so we need to keep this coming down. We're absolutely visual. Watch that descent rate though, right? Come on. Alright, there's our... We're catching up to the glide path there. Got it here. There we go. So let's just go autopilot off. There's that crosswind. 90 knots, still good. Gears down. Put the prop forward a little bit, mixture. Fuel pump can come on. Whoa. This is just torquing all over the place. Let's go second notch of flaps here. A little bit low. Whoa. That was an updraft. This is bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Sorry, I got to ignore chat for a little bit here. Yeah, we're really low now. Come on. Act like you've been there. We're bouncing all over the place, guys. This is not very realistic. I mean, this would be really severe if this were real life. There's 80 knots, which is good for final, or as approaching the runway, short final. It's hard to control. I mean, I'm using... Goodness gracious, guys, this is brutal. Let's go. Last flaps, prop full forward. So they go around red, blue, green, clear to land. Okay. Augusta traffic, Aero tells her to Romeo, short final 8, Augusta. Got to make a radio call. Whew. This is making me ill. Trying to apply some crosswind correction here. It's just all of a sudden the wind comes out from under me though. Oh my gosh. Oof. I don't know. We'd be kind of in go around territory here. There's 70. I like it. All right, they're kind of stabilized. Whoa, we are Pulling the power out now. Trying to maintain center line for you here. Alright. Alright, whoa, bouncy, bouncy. Keeping the nose off, keeping the nose off. Gently letting it down. Maintaining rudder. Dump the flaps for aero braking here. Our yoke should be further back, but I'm afraid we're going to rotate again. Alright. Well, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. And we will vacate here. Lean out the mixture a little bit for ground operations so we don't foul our plugs. Well, welcome to Augusta. Get your golf clubs out. We'll vacate here. And let's take a look at where we are. Augusta traffic, Aero 1202 Romeo is vacated, runway 8 on Echo. Alright, so we'll make a left on Echo. Butter? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Never flown a 777, and I've never flown a 777 in any sim. I have not. I've flown, I think the 7.4 is the biggest one. I have the SSG for X-plane. Butter? Yeah, I don't know if it was a butter, but given those windy conditions, I'm going to take it. The Aero has some pretty stout landing gear. What's my favorite plane to fly? In real life, the Piper Aero, because that's what I got. So I like to fly it. In the sim, I go back and forth between... Alright, so the 738 is my favorite plane of all time. Favorite airliner of all time. So I like to fly... I used to like the Zebo, I still do, but now I've been flying the PMDG 738 or 7, and I love the Phoenix. I love the 320. So I go back and forth in the sim between the Phoenix and the PMDG 737 and 738. So, what about you guys? What's y'all's favorite plane to fly? Because your first landing in these streams, yeah. Glad you could witness one. We got it down safely. I guess the traffic Aero 1203 Romeo is crossing 3-5 on Charlie, Augusta. We should have checked. Clear. Yeah, we got it down. The winds and I'm going to call that wind shear was a little bit, I don't think that was very accurate, but, whatever. Clean this up a little bit, but we got it down. I think it was a pretty decent landing given the conditions. Let's make a right here on, I guess this is Delta. Uh-oh, somebody rolled the trucks. What happened? Hopefully they're just practicing. Yeah, we're not gonna park there, guys. We're just not. We'll park down here. Let's give this guy some clearance. Sheesh. Hope it's just a drill. I actually don't know this airport at all. I think that okay, it says FBO is up here. It's probably what, Signature. I'm sure they got Signature here, so we can pay $10 a gallon for gas. Oh, the A380X, yeah. I think that would be epic. Flying the big boy. Was your favorite's the 380, but you like to fly the 320? Yeah, I love the 320. It's just... Phoenix has done such a good job with it too. Like I used to fly the Tolus in X-plane, and that was great to fly. But the Phoenix is epic. Oh, the fly-by-wire, I like that one too. The Neo, but I tend to bounce between the 7.3 from PMDG and the Phoenix. I think this is Signature flight support here. All right, we are now cleared of the controlled area of the ramp, so we can do whatever we want. Let's put it on one of these lines. Probably see a bunch of jets and stuff out here, but we'll pretend like we're VIP here in our tiny piston single. Let me just go ahead and we'll leave it right about here. I think it's good. Cool. All right, let's just shut it down. Let's make sure our avionics are off. They are off. Mixture comes off, and yeah, okay. Something's up with my axes. Mixture is idle cut off. Master off. Mags off. Keys on the dash. Parking brake set. Cool. Can't believe you watched the stream to the end. Just joined 41 minutes late. Yeah, you missed some flight planning. Let's go outside real quick. You missed some of the flight planning that I was doing. So, I mean, if you're interested, just rewatch the stream. You know, I got did some, you know, checking weather, just kind of looking at ForeFlight to do the flight planning and stuff like that. But you know, you didn't miss too much. Whoops, sorry guys. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm gonna call it. It's been fun as usual, and I need to take care of some stuff before going to meet up with my wife and kid. But yeah, maybe I'll catch you guys later tonight. I don't know if I have some time after everybody's settled in and going to bed and stuff. Maybe I'll see what VATSIM's online, do another flight on the bigger airplanes. But yeah, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Have fun with the fam. See you later. Yeah, I will. Should be a good day. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, thanks. And yeah, really appreciate y'all watching. These are fun. I like having y'all kind of hanging out in the chat too. So hopefully it's fun for y'all too. I will catch you all. You know, yeah, let me check into that. Let me check into seeing how we can get notifications. I mean, I guess if you hit the notifications bell, that might do it. Otherwise, I'll look at the stream settings and maybe I'll schedule it a little bit better and do like start the stream a little early or do a scheduled stream. Honestly, a lot of times I do these kind of impromptu is the problem. So I'll try to get better with scheduling this stuff out. So, all right, cool. Cuzzer, Buzz, Steve, everybody else still watching. Have a good night, good day, and we will talk to you. All on the next one. Thanks.